So now that I'm back home, I need to get all the footage from the cards to the computer, especially the Sony ones, just because that has to go back tomorrow morning. Now this takes, I don't know, I've been doing it for about 20 minutes, and it's just a lot of footage, so I'll probably be here doing this for at least another hour. But then after that, I take all that footage and I upload it to Google Drive, just because it'd be so horrible if I had a hard drive crash and then all that footage is gone. So I like to immediately take any important project and put it in 2 different places, just as a safety backup. And yeah, uploading all this to Google Drive, I bet that will take over 24 hours, but that's alright. It's pretty much just set it and forget it. Okay, so I just finished getting all the photos on the computer, and it's right around 3,120 pictures that we took for time-lapse this weekend. Now, I just checked the math. If you're doing 24 frames a second, that will equal 132 seconds of footage. Of course, not going to need that much, but, find the best spot of, whichever time-lapse I decide to use, and, yeah. But that's a lot of pictures. It's a lot of pictures. Okay, so one last update. I have all the footage on the computer, and it is 155 gigs. Dang. And I still have one more thing to film on Tuesday, so it'll be a little bit higher than that, not too much, but it's going to be a lot of footage to go through. So it's Tuesday, and I am getting ready to go film the last section for this commercial. Now I'm going over to Moses' house, the Junebugs, and filming like a segment of them loading up the van, and then this client wants like van antics. So I was like, we'll just take a few mile drive down Marine Boulevard and just goof off, and I'll film it, and then we'll head back and we'll goof off some more, and we'll just have a good time. And hopefully that will get it. I am a little bit worried that I don't have that super nice camera anymore, so I have to film with this camera, which is still super nice, but the footage is going to look a little bit different. I don't know. I'll be able to match it pretty closely, and everything I'm about to film probably is only going to show about 3 or 4 seconds throughout the whole commercial, so it won't be noticeable. Do you remember a while back I had these Bloomingdale bags? They're just like vintage Bloomingdale shopping bags. I didn't know what to list them for, so I ended up listing them for $125 just for shopping bags. Well, I also had on best offer, and somebody just offered me $90 for those bags, just 3 of them, and I accepted it. And I'm not saying this just to brag. I don't know, I'm just excited. It's crazy that somebody would spend that much. I mean, they're cool looking, but still, man. Here, look. Action. Action. Playing, having a great time. Yep. Whenever you're ready, action.
Oh, I think there's a cat turd in your shirt pocket.
What'd you say?
I think there's a cat turd in your shirt pocket. That's good.
Can you take off your seatbelt and just kind of lean up a little bit closer, just for the reach in? And I'm still rolling, so whenever you're ready.
Hey, I think there's a Dairy Queen up there if you want to get weird. Yeah, man. Real weird. Guys, we did it. We goofed so good.
So good.
So much goofing. So many van antics.
Don't you mean Antics?
Vantics.
So eBay has been very slow the past like week and a half. I've been listing a lot. I have more items in my store than I have ever had, and at least today has been a good day as far as sales. It seems like the average has been $20 to $30 a day for 10 days now, and that's not nearly enough to live in a city or even really live. But today was pretty good. I sold, I think, 6 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things. And one of them is a vintage car stereo, which I had listed for $500, but I took an offer of $275. So that's definitely a big help on a week that is as slow as it is right now. Weldon Wagon Road Trail. Sounds right. We're getting ready to take off to go for a hike. I think it's called the Weldon Wagon Trail or something like that. It's about an hour and a half from Portland, and the actual trail is, I think, right around like 4.5 to 5 miles. It looks really beautiful.
And you're gonna go too.
And Mabel's gonna go. Yep. Don't make us regret it, Mabel.
Oh god, do I do it wrong? Because it hurts so bad.
Good girl. If you're excited about new day, say new day.
New day.
Alright, so we just turned off the main road and...
You might need to use your phone. I have no service.
Okay. Yeah, we're just trying to figure out where to park right now. I don't know if there's a parking lot near the trailhead or what. We're getting close. Okay, so we made it to the end of this little road. Well, it does go a little bit further, but it doesn't look like cars have been down that part for a long time. But we came across a really done up cemetery. Lots of colors here. How'd you get in? So straight. Okay. Wow.
I mean, the thing is, like, they're all different, and some of these are kind of old.
Yeah.
Weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it is weird.
Look at this beautiful butterfly.
Oh wow, a big monarch. Oh, there it goes. It's really bright right here. I've never seen a paper gravestone before. Or it's not paper, it's like a realty sign or something. Kathy Lang Hunt, 2011. It's almost sinking in. And here's Willis Hunt. I don't know how well you can tell, but there's a lot of these are just mounds, and then they eventually sink in. I don't know if this one right here has a date. So I've never seen anything like this before. I don't know if I already said it, but yeah, we're pretty sure this is a Native American burial ground. Yeah. But I guess the reason we came out here was that trail, and we're still looking for that. Alright, so super bright day. Hopefully, I don't know, do I look overexposed to you? Haley's looking.
Can't tell.
Yeah, it's so bright you can't tell. So we are pretty sure that this over here is the trail. Now there are no markings and there is a gate going across, but it doesn't say private property, and there's one of those like those feet brush thing at the front that, you know, you get all the seeds and stuff off your feet so you're not transferring invasive species like on the trail, or, you know, you're taking them with you. So I guess just using that information, we're assuming this is the trail. All right. This looks so weird. Walking along and found some raspberries, some blackberries. It's like a creeping vine. Yeah, got a good old 6 raspberries. You want any? They're so good. Last chance. So we took a quick stop because the camera here is doing like brighter in the center and like it's just vignetting along the sides. I don't know what's wrong. Hopefully it's nothing major. I'm still going to shoot a little bit during this hike, but I'm definitely not happy on the way things are looking, and really hope nothing's wrong with this camera. But nothing I can do about it right now, so we'll continue on. And there we go. There's the actual sign for this trail. I think it's right through here. Good news. I don't know if you can tell the difference between the video before, but this camera runs a third-party software called Magic Lantern, and somehow vignetting got turned on. Don't know how. I haven't messed with Magic Lantern at all today, and the shots that I took previous looked fine. Haley, and I think I agree, thinks that the ghost at the graveyard got in my camera, messed with it. Maybe they left, maybe they're still there, but that's what happened. But it's all good now. Don't need to worry. Yeah, Mabel, get out of there. Mabel saw a lizard.
Ooh.
Come on.
Mabel! Yeah, leave it alone.
Yeah, check these out.
Check them out.
Yeah, they're sharp.
This is
They're
cool. Look at this one.
they're just big pine cones that are still closed. They do have a lot of sharp points on them.
Smell it.
Shoop. Yeah, that's nice.
So beautiful.
She just focused on that lizard. So on the way here, we pulled over to the side of the road at one point because Mabel was just like crying and kind of shaking in this weird way, so we thought she had to poop really bad. But we pulled over and I get her on the leash and get her outside, and she sees something on the ground and she like jumps up and takes both paws and just flap. So she was like whacking the snake really hard. So the snake slithered away really quick, and I don't know. So now I think she's just on the lookout for things moving in the grass a little bit more than normal. You can't do that to snakes, puppy. Especially with the possibility of rattlesnakes here. Mabel has been on full alert for most of this walk because there's so many lizards. Like every 10 steps or less, we're running into lizards. So she sees them all the time, and her prey drive is just fully kicked in, and she needs to get them all. Oof. It's kind of a pain.
Beautiful.
It is.
Whoa. So come look over here. Look how pretty it is when the light hits it in the middle.
Oh yeah.
Look through the... Like a disco ball.
It's really cool. Ready to blow it? Mm-hmm. Whenever you're ready.
Very well, alright.
Okay, so we turned back around. We've been hiking for about an hour.
More than that.
More than an hour, Haley says. Hey, Mabel, back. But we were going along and we started hearing another lizard, some like large sounding footsteps from up near the trees and everything. And we're just Midwestern babies who aren't used to large prey animal. So, I don't know. And then there was also somebody who got killed by a mountain lion and another person in the same group that got mauled just like 2 weeks ago. So that's fresh in our minds.
Like in Washington.
Yeah, in Washington, which is where we are. A lot of wind right now. But, so, I don't know. We got our enjoyment. We got a good hike and a few miles in. And, yeah. So, turn around. We're going to be back at the car probably in about another half an hour or so. Mabel still has not lost any interest in getting these lizards. Numb from the fear?
Yeah, I think. Like, rose my heartbeat so fast.
So check this out.
Don't get too close.
I'm not. I don't think it's a poisonous snake.
Okay.
We were walking along and I almost stepped on it, had to like leap over, and then Mabel kind of stood over it. Wow.
What's that?
I don't know. So, trying to see its tail. Yeah, I don't think this is a rattler or anything. This looks like some sort of garter snake.
Let's go down to keep going.
But that was a surprise. That's a 3 or so foot long snake. Mabel, you're supposed to stomp snakes.
Yeah.
Flap!
She would have if she would have seen it first.
Yeah. Stomp on it with both paws.
Well, it's a forest.
Alright, so we're almost out of the trail. We're back on this like larger wagon road right here, which I don't know much of the history, but I guess a long time ago this path was used to transport fruit from this area to some market like, further down.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a nice trail, and as soon as Washington gets their shit together and get a hold on all their mountain lions, we'll be back.
Yeah.
But until then...
Or bears.
Or bears.
Or wolves. Or
Yeah.
cougars. Get rid of them all.
Just put them in cages where they belong is all we're saying.
Yeah. Eat them.